Welcome back. This is the False Prophet, where we expose Islam. In tonight's segment, we will be speaking about Islam and how they deny the Trinity, how Muslims say that the Trinity is illogical and it doesn't make sense. But we're about to show you using the Quran to show Muslims how the concept of the Trinity is within their very Quranic verses. Do me a favor, direct your attention to the verse in front of you. We're using the Sahih International translation of the Quran, and we'll be reading from Surah 21:30. Let's begin. And it says, "Have those who disbelieved not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity, and we separated them and made from water every living thing? Then will they not believe?" As you see, you have Allah speaking about the time when the heavens and the earth were joined together. And the word that it uses in the translation is entity. Now, what is an entity? An entity, for one, is not an inanimate object. An entity is a being that has consciousness. Okay? And how can we prove that the heavens and the earth have consciousness? Well, we can go to Surah 41:11, and let's do that right now. Let's go to Surah 41:11. And it reads, we can go to the Pictol, we can go to the Sahih International, we can go to the Yusuf Ali. Let's go to the Yusuf Ali. "Moreover, he comprehended in his design the sky, and had it been smoke, he said to it and to the earth, 'Come ye together, willingly or unwillingly.' They said, 'We do come together in willing obedience.'" Let's read the Sahih International version. Surah 41:11, the Sahih International. "Then he directed himself to the heaven while it was smoke, and said to it and to the earth, 'Come into being, willingly or by compulsion.' They said, 'We have come willingly.'" So as you see from reading Surah 41:11, you see that the smoke and the earth were entities that had consciousness. So let's go back to Surah 21:30. Now, it says a joined entity. We just proved that the heavens and the earth had consciousness when we read 41:11, because Allah spoke to the heaven and the formless earth before they were in being. Because as you see, the translation says, "Come into being." Okay, so the people who translated 41:11, they understood it like I understand it, like it's clearly understood that this is referring to the time when the heavens and the formless earth were not created yet. They were in a metaphysical type of state of being. And that's why Allah was asking them to come into being. Okay? Now we're about to show you how all of this proves that Muslims, whether they know it or not, they believe in a Trinity concept. Okay? And let's explain why this is. Now, in 2130, it says a joint entity. Okay? What comprises this joint entity? What comprises this joint entity? Okay? This joint entity is made up of the heavens and the formless earth. Okay? Now, what you have are two conscious beings joined together. That is the makings of what a trinity is, 3 in 1. Although in this situation, you have the formless earth and the heavens joined together. So that's more like a duality, but in the same regard, it's still two entities coming together. Okay? Now, we're about to show you how really, when you take it to another level, it's really Allah joined together with these two beings. And I'm going to tell you why. Since this is before time and space, where else could you fit the formless earth and the heavens if not within Allah himself? Because if the heavens and space didn't exist during this time, where else could the entity fit except inside of the essence of Allah? Let me explain. Now, the reason why I say that is because, as you see, it says that the heavens and the earth were joined together. Now, what is space? Space is the room to move about. The earth moves around through space, okay? But in this verse, it says that the heavens and the earth were joined together. So that means the earth was not moving around in a space if it's joined together with the heavens. Heavens, i.e., is another word for space. So if the heavens and the earth were joined together, that proves that this is before time and space, the creation of open space. This is before the creation of time and space. Also, this is before the time of the sun. This is before the time of the moon. This is before the time of the stars. The planetary objects that the Quran says are created to keep time. Okay? So that's the proof that this is before time and space. Now, like I said, because this is before time and space, where else outside of time and space could this joined entity fit if not inside of the essence of Allah himself? So that proves that the Trinity is seen in this very verse. Now, the only other place a Muslim will go, which will still get them busted, is by saying, well, this joint entity, yes, it's 2 in 1, but it wasn't inside of the essence of Allah. And if they say that, they still put themselves in a dilemma, because then you are saying that these beings are truly a God, because not only are they existing outside of time and space, but if you deny that they are existing somewhere other than within the essence of Allah, outside of time and space, then you are saying they are inside of their own pocket of existence, existing in and of themselves without the need of Allah to sustain them. That's what they will be saying. So they can say that, but it still gets them in trouble. It only proves that these entities are gods, just like Allah. Because again, in 41:11, these entities are speaking. When Allah asks them to come willingly, to come into being willingly or by compulsion, They said, we come willingly. And then they came into being. So if anyone want to say, well, this was during the time of creation, no, it's not, because Allah is asking them to come into being. It would be like if a guest came to your house and they was knocking at your door and you said, who is it? And they said, such and such. And then you open the door and invite them in. Or you opened the door and said to them, would you like to come in my house? By choice or force? By choice or force? And if they said, we come by choice, and then they walk into your house, that's when they came into your house. After you asked them, will they come into your house by choice or by force? Similar to what Allah asked the formless earth and the smoke in 41:11. So this proves that Muslims have a concept or the makings of a trinity within their own scriptures, within their own verses. And there's no way they can deny this. This is clear as day because you have a conscience joined entity that's joined together. And it's operating as one. And then Allah said, we separated them and made from water every living thing. Okay, so Allah is the one who separated them, which is a contradiction to 41:11, because in 41:11, he is asking them to come together. So that's another contradiction in itself. So that's all we have for now. Surah 21:30 proves that the Trinity is within the Quran. This is the false prophet. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below the video. If you have any suggestions about what you want me to speak about next, leave it in the comments in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the likes button and spread the word about our channel. And until next time, this is the false prophet, where we get Islam busted daily.